So you want to sell your house for the most amount of money in the time frame that you need to, but you don't know where to start or what to do first. My name is Kat Quarterman from the Quarterman Group, and I'm here to give you 4 tips on how to sell your house for the most amount of money in the time frame that you need to in today's market. So tip number 1, and I know it seems simple, but what do you do in the wintertime with it, is you got to have curb appeal. Buyers, when they drive up to your house, want to feel invited. They want to know that, ooh, this house seems beautiful on the outside. It must be beautiful on the inside. So what do? One is, if it's in the spring, you want to make sure that your lawn is manicured. You want to make sure that your grass has been cut, your bushes and trees are trimmed. Maybe you might want to add some stone out in the front, but you want to make sure that it looks well done. If it's winter and it's snowy outside, you do want to make sure that you did blow your leaves during the fall so there aren't any leaves under the snow. And you definitely want to make sure that you shoveled before every showing. The second tip is on the interior. You want to make sure that you have decluttered. And what I've learned in this business is that the word declutter means something different to everyone. So you want to make sure that there are enough empty space. There's enough empty space in the rooms. You don't want to make every corner have something in it. You might want to read the book on Feng Shui in your rooms because your corners should be free. So you want to make sure that all papers, books, just remember you're moving. So anything that you don't need, you don't want, that you won't be taking into your new home, that you actually get rid of it. So every room should be decluttered. Another tip is, think about when you go into a model home and what makes you want to stay in that model home. What made you say, hey, I want to live here. I want to buy this place. Countertops were clear. So unfortunately, the blender, the toaster, those things will need to be put in the cabinets underneath until you're going to use it, right? When you're using it, you're home, so you can take it out. But make sure before you're showing that you're putting it away. The third tip is, please get your home professionally cleaned. I know sometimes you may think that $500, $600 for a deep clean isn't going to be worth it. I'm here to tell you it is totally worth it. When the house professional cleaner comes to your house, they're going to make sure that your windows are clean, all of your vents are dusted, your fans are dusted, your baseboards are dusted. And sometimes these are things that we don't always do when we're cleaning, right? Or it's going to take a lot of time for you to do it by yourself. So hire a professional cleaning crew. Let them come in and take care of your home. Even when a home isn't at its best, and when I say at its best, it's not updated everywhere. Just because it's clean, it gives that buy me feeling to the buyer. When your house is cluttered, and I don't want to use the word dirty because that's kind of a harsh word in my mind, but not as clean as it could be, buyers start to think that there's, what else did you not upkeep with the home? What are behind the walls? What are behind the things that they can't see? Is something also going wrong with that? Believe it or not, I've seen buyers take their fingers and dust it right across countertops and say, dirt was on my finger after. I don't know if this house is well kept. And it could have just been a bad day for the seller. So make sure you invest in that time and that money and get your house professionally cleaned. The last tip that I have is do some staging. If you can afford a professional stager, that's always the best way to go. If that is not in the budget, then talk to me, right? I was going to say talk to your realtor, but your realtor is me. So talk to me, and I'll give you some tips on what you can do to make each room show at its best. Sometimes that may be just changing some furniture around, putting it in a different position. That might mean taking some furniture out of one room, putting it in another, removing some furniture altogether, adding some wall decor, adding some small pieces, maybe a throw on the sofa. All of these little things actually create a mood, a change, a look in the home, and it makes it feel warm and inviting. So those are my 4 tips when you're looking to sell for the most amount of money in the time frame that you need to. Make sure you take care of your exterior and have some curb appeal. Make sure that you declutter at its best. Get your home professionally cleaned and do some staging. Those are my 4 tips for my sellers. If you have any questions or you're just thinking about selling, it could be now, it could be a few months from now. Give me a call and let's create a plan for you. Kat Quarterman, your real estate resource, team leader of the Quarterman Group. Have a great day.